Sup everyone, XQW YLOWA2 ADC here, and today racing at Laguna Seca for one and Aces Cup races. And here we are, and in this race everybody's driving the Porsche GT4 Cayman. And let's take a look at the starting grid. PG Motorsport is starting from P6 in this race. Our countryman Kamrats in P10. Agent Lucas starting in P11. And here we are, starting from P13. So a bit further down the grid than we would have liked. I Redford in P15. So let's try to make the best of it and still hope that we can gain some positions. Because P13 not the best of starting positions. Let's hope that we are not lucky from starting P13. So as we get underway, rolling start. And we can just see how tricky the cold tires are as our car just starts to slide around. But luckily we managed to catch it. Would look a little bit silly to start just before the start of the race. Or just to crash before the start of the race at least. So a lot of work to do, definitely, to try and get a good position out of this race. See already a move up ahead. Seems like Agent Lucas tries to, or not quite manage to overtake Kamrats in front. Thought he was going to do it, but looks like he didn't. Already a huge gap up in front. From P9 to P10 seems like. Already yellow flag, so it seems like somebody has spun off. The Danish guy, 123, is out into the gravel. So let's take a look at what happened there. As we watch the replay, on board with 123, who we saw in the gravel trap. So let's see what happened. As you can see the Polish guy spinning around, as he spins right back on track and hits the Danish guy. So that's very unlucky for him. Nothing he could do there. And that's how easy a race can be over. So as you can see, you really need much luck to get a good result as well. So already you managed to get up one position. But still a lot of work to do, of course, because we're only in P12. And we don't expect any pit stops in this race. We are on the hard tires. And they should be able to last the whole race. And everybody had to drive the hard tires. As you can see, yellow flag. So it seems like someone has crashed. Looks like it's their retail. I thought he was on pole for this race. So definitely not too easy to keep on track, seems like, as he had some chaos behind us as well. And also some cars with penalties, the cars behind us, and also our countryman from P8 in front. Another yellow flag, so a lot of chaos. It looks like the Spirit has gone up. So up to P10, and also the Belgian has the service penalty here. So let's see if we can close up. He lost one position, so not too bad for him. Or the penalty wasn't too bad, I wanted to say. So let's just keep ourselves in a good position. Because I really feel like we have the pace in this race to still get a good race out of it. But very difficult to overtake on this track. So that's why it's crucial to save our tires now. And hope to make some moves later in the race. So very important to just stay with the cars in front. And also a big chain of cars in front of us. We can still see P5 in the far distance. Or yeah, far distance. Not too far, but I think 2 or 3 seconds up ahead, so that's not too far. And we're only on lap 4, so still a lot is possible. And looks like a big chain is forming towards P5. So you see an attack as P6 wanted to go to the inside of the 5th position car, but it didn't quite work out. But at least it helps us to gain some time on him. So battling through turn 1. But we're too far back to capitalize on it. As the Porsche guy went wide in the gravel, so he'll have dirty tires probably. As he goes wide and into the gravel once again. So up in our position as also the Belgian went wide. As we have a good exit out of the corner, can we go through? And up to P8 we go, but can we hang on? Yeah, it seems like the Belgian backed off. So up to P8 for us. So we just touched the curb a bit, but we managed to hang on. Luckily we didn't manage to get into the gravel. Because if you hit these curves a bit wrong, you can just end up flying away into the gravel traps. So can we now go and try to make a move on the Greek? We are very close. Can we do it here? Not close enough, so we have to stay behind for now. Long straight coming up and we have a good run. We are quite close on the Greek. So can we make a move on turn 1 maybe? So we look to the inside, but it's not going to be enough. So we're just going to stay very close and try to capitalize on any chance we get. And it's so easy to make a mistake around this track, so I'm very sure we'll have the opportunity to try and go for P7. I also feel like we have good pace as the Greek runs wide, 2 wheels on the gravel, but he spins but managed to catch it, so up to P7 we go. And luckily for him, he managed to stay on track. And that was just the opportunity that we need to gain 7th position. As we also hit the curb a little bit wrong, but we managed to stay on track. So let's now try to close into the cars in front. I really feel like we have the pace to try and catch him. So the first half of this race seems to go pretty well for us. Already up to P7. We started P13. So definitely nothing to complain about. And let's hope we can gain some more positions in this race. Tires are still very good, so we can really push now to try and get closer. It's also one of my better cars and tracks, this combination here. Only qualifying wasn't as good as I expected. So let's try and make that up during this race. But for now it looks like the gap quite stays the same. So the gap isn't quite coming down as much as I would have liked. It's still quite a long way to go. Also, the cars behind have seemed to drop down a little bit, so that's also a comfortable sight to see. And we can also see P4 up ahead, so really looks like we're closing into the cars in front. Or at least the leaders of the race. Seems like P5 and P6 are quite staying on the same distance. And we can see the German going wide. It's PG Motorsport who went into the gravel. So it looks like we gained some time on him, but not enough to go for a move here. So we have to stay behind for now. But can we try and overtake him somewhere, because he will have dirty tires. But looks like he decides to go into the pits, which is quite curious, because normally you don't have to pit in this race. And that gets us up to P6. So yeah, I really didn't expect him to go in the pit stops, or in the pit lane. So let's now try to catch up to P5. That's still quite some distance to cover. We also lost a little bit of time behind PG Motorsport, so it's definitely not going to be easy to try and catch the cars in front. But we're going to try it anyway, of course. And we can also see P3 on our sides. So it looks like we're gaining time on all the leaders. With only 5 more laps to go. So time is starting to run out. Also penalty for the Spaniard in front. So that might also help us to get a little bit closer. And now it's really clear that we are gaining time. Oh, small mistake, but we just managed to stay on track. So let's hope that we can close in towards the end of the race, so that we can still try to get some more positions out of this race. Really pushing right now to try and close in. Only 4 more laps to go. Definitely still a good position on the cars here. Already very happy with the positions that we managed to gain in this race. But it's definitely not over yet. Also important is to not try and push too hard and make a silly mistake. Definitely something you always need to look out for. So 3 more laps to go. As you can see, the Italian trying to go for a move on the Spaniard, and he manages to go through. So up to P4 for him. It looks like the Dutch guy, Gr.4, has made a mistake somewhere because he went down to P4. He was leading the race earlier, so yeah, I think he made a mistake somewhere. It looks like he made another small mistake, so down to P5 he goes. But can we also capitalize it? I think it will be difficult. But we definitely managed to close in towards the Spaniard. As the Dutch guy makes another small mistake, so we're going to try and go to the inside. Can we do it? A little bit of contact and we just managed to keep the inside of the corner. We've given him space. So right alongside each other, but we have the inside for the next corner. So will we manage to hang on to the hairpin here? And up the inside we go and up to P5. But can we gain some time on the Spaniard in front? But the race is turning to its closing stages, so we have to try and catch him as quickly as possible if we still want to try and make something happen. And we can also see the leader in the distance. Only 4 seconds ahead of us. So it looks like we have driven a great race to gain so much time on the leading car. Last lap, so let's hope we may still make a position up. Or more than one. Really close towards Falcon in front. So you can see P2 and P3 battling, and it also helps us to close in. But where can we still make a move, because Spaniard has managed to pull away from it slightly. So good run through this corner and we're right behind him. As you have another great run, but can we go for a move through the corkscrew? That's very risky, so don't think it's possible. So you see P2 and P3 battling, and the Italian goes wide into gravel. As he joins the track, as he goes wide once again, so can we still go for a move on the Spaniard? Let's see, as we try to go to the inside, but he defends late. So can we get a better run through the corner? Seems like we do. Very good run, but can we catch him to the line? Right alongside him, but is it enough to get P3? Not quite, seems like. Yeah, it was very close. Very good race. Really enjoyed it. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you next time. Bye.